celebrate when you got a game to coach?
No, it's not. It was a great night Tuesday night. Obviously we're in a short week, so I was back to work pretty quickly. But it was enjoyable to spend it with my family and friends in Adelaide, and but really looking forward to this week's game in Perth.
Jack, what has to get through training today? Is that basically as simple as that?
Yeah, pretty much as simple as that. He's we're in this period now of 6-day breaks where if anyone's sore, we won't take a risk on him, so he'll have to train fully today. But we do expect Jack to be able to do that and get on the flight later today.
And how is Michael Hibberd looking? Is he going to be playing?
Yeah, no, he'll play for sure. He's 100%. He was just a bit sore after the game, but he's recovered really well the last couple of days. He'll play this week.
With Jones out for 6 weeks, have you decided on a replacement at this stage?
No, we haven't. Obviously, Max will come back into the team. We want to get through training today and really see where the whole group's at before we pick our final 22 to play. But Goodwin will come into the team, so that's definitely one change we'll make.
Aerobically, how do you think he'll go coming back without a VFL game or just going straight into the AFL?
Oh, he's done a lot of training. He's been up and running for 5 or 6 weeks, doing a fair bit of running. So it really was just about getting his match condition up. He could have played last week, but they put another week of real match fitness conditioning into him. So we think he's going to be fine. He keeps telling me he's going to be 100%, so he's ready to go.
And the news about Josh Kennedy not playing, re-injuring himself or possibly always being injured, did you know that information? And I suppose it must be great to see that when you look at the team sheets.
Oh, look, it doesn't really change how we think about the game. Josh didn't play last week against Geelong, and they were very, very good. So it doesn't change our thinking about how we prepare for West Coast. So we'll just go about our business as normal and prepare as best we can.
With Nathan Jones, we know quads can be tricky. What's sort of the best case scenario for him?
We've said 4 to 6 weeks, but we do have to be really cautious with it. It's an injury that can reoccur. So we're going to really treat it as that, that we are going to get him back up running fairly quickly. But it really is his top end range kicking and his speed that we'll have to be really cautious on at the back end of his rehab.
While you've had Max out of the team, Simon, what sort of, tricks have your midfielders been able to learn, because you have been able to kick on without him there?
Yeah, it's been great. They've developed a new skill set. Their craft around the ball and their body work at stoppage has been exceptional, and their ability to read opposition hands has been something that's really improved over the last 8 weeks. So to have Max back now gives us a bit of more proactivity in the way we set up and the way we go about our midfield play. But the skill set we've developed now hopefully will help us both short term and long term.
Pedersen keeps his spot?
Yeah, Pedo will play. He's been in exceptional form, and we want to be a club that rewards players in good form, and he's playing really well at the moment for us, so we'll continue to reward that.
What sort of role can you use him in?
Once again, I won't go into too much detail because we've still got a bit to work through this afternoon. But based on the way he's playing, he'll suit up for Melbourne this week.
Does Jones' absence potentially open the door for Jack Trengo?
Oh look, Jack's playing a new role down at VFL. He's played some halfback in the last few weeks and doing it really well. So he's improving his game, but he's still got a little bit of stuff that we want to see from him. So he won't be in the selection option for us this week, but he's starting to really push his claims over the next few weeks.
There's been a lot of extra attention on Thomas Bugg this week and a mural going up in the city of him. Do you think he's the sort of player that thrives on that sort of extra attention on field?
Oh, Tom plays the game a certain way. I think his teammates love the way he goes about his footy. But I'd be lying if we didn't have the discussion around what we saw last week. As a club, we want to be a club that's really respectful and humble, and a real club that's really team first basis. And we've had an education with our group around what that looks like. And we want our players to have personality. We've got Jaden Hunt that's got pink headband, blue headbands. So we want them to have personality, but we also want them to make sure they're really team first in the way they go about their business.
So no point checking his Instagram pre-game this week?
I'll leave that up to Larko to have a look, but hopefully he won't be coming to me pre-game this week.
The trip to Adelaide earlier in the year, does that give you confidence that you can go away interstate and beat a good side like that?
I think our players love getting away interstate. There's no doubt about that. The last few years we've travelled really well. I guess that the thing is, we want to keep developing and becoming a better team. And when you become a better team, you seem to be able to win in most environments that you go into. So that's our real challenge as a group, is to continue the appetite that we've got now for the game, and really enjoy the way that they're going about their footy. And if we can do that, we'll really enjoy playing at Subiaco.
Is the Subi one tougher than most?
Oh, it's a tough road trip, there's that doubt. You know, it's always been the hardest trip in footy to go over to the West and win, but it's something that our players are really looking forward to going about their business.
What are your thoughts on AFLX and making players available for playing that?
Oh, look, I saw that this morning. You know, it's probably the first time I've heard about it was this morning. So it's something I haven't put a lot of time into. Clearly interested in listening to the concept, but I guess we'll just get a bit more information and see where that sits.
External expectations have grown the last couple of weeks because of your performances. Is that another challenge for the players to handle those sort of things?
I think expectations are a good thing for this football club. You know, for a long time we've lived in a safe bubble where there was no expectation. Now we have some, which I think is a really good opportunity for this group to continue to grow. So that's the way we're looking at it. Continue to improve on everything we do from week to week, and if we continue to do that, then we'll continue to get more expectation, and that's something that we should look forward to.
Just one on Petrarca. It seems like he's having more impact as a forward than a mid this year. Long term, where do you see him settling, or if he settles anyway? Yeah,
look, last week, you know, I think the last 2 weeks we've probably played midfield time 50-50. We'll continue to do that with him. We see some stuff through his midfield play that's exceptional. Clearly, you know, he's really entertaining when he goes forward to the ball, and so he's a really dynamic player. But we've got a responsibility to keep growing and developing our team and growing and developing Christian, and you know, that's what we're looking to do with him.
Another of those forwards, Jeff Garlett, seems to be in pretty good form this season. What's he sort of brought to the table for you this year?
Yeah, he's obviously brought more than just goal kicking. His pressure's been fantastic, so he's in really good form for us. He's an important player to us, so you know, we're looking to bring more of that he's giving to the team, and not only that, his leadership and communication is really improving as well.
Beauty.